So in the past, I've made a couple of tanks. The first one is this really simple one. It's pretty good for like a very simple thing that you want to play with your friends. But actually, its hitbox is very huge, as you guys can see. For example, I cannot go between trees. So for that, I made these tank tracks. So yeah, it can climb basic stuff like this. For its size, that's pretty good. And I actually have a tutorial on both the first and second tank. So if you want to build them, you can go ahead and check them out. But for me, this isn't enough. I want to make something huge that can destroy any build in Build-A-Boat for treasure. So let's start. Let's first make the base, and I'm gonna use plastic block because it's the best block in the game, like that. Now let's see where we will be putting the wheels. So the first one is obviously gonna be over here. Since this is 68 blocks tall, so 68 divided by, let's say, 8 wheels, that's 8.5 studs between the one and the other. And I think this is pretty good. Now we can go ahead and make these wheels a lot bigger. We're just gonna make a circle around each wheel. And I'm gonna color it black like this. Perfect. Now I actually don't know if I can copy this to the other wheels, but let me try. So yeah, the space between them is not enough. So I'm actually just gonna go ahead and move it by 2 more studs. Yeah, that looks pretty good now. And there we go. This is the first side. Now we're gonna make the part that extends. I'm gonna place a block over here, rotate another block by 45 degrees like this, then scale it inside. I'm gonna go ahead and place 2 pistons on top of each other like this, and a block the same size as the width of the tank. Let me actually extend it from now. We actually need to move these by about 10 studs to the front, and finally just place another wheel over here. There we go. And now I'm gonna go ahead and mirror all of this to the back by placing a block 1 stud offset of the center, selecting these and this, then mirroring it to the other side. By the way, make sure you join our Discord server where we can talk, chat, and even have a chance to be in future videos. The link is in the description. Now we're gonna go ahead and start with the treads. First things first, we need to know how wide will they be. For me, I'm just gonna make them something like this, maybe. Yeah, that seems reasonable. After this, I'm gonna go ahead and place a rust block on top of this tank track because it actually increases the grip by a lot. Put your movement to 0.25 and place a hinge right over here like that. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put my clone to 7.25. So this is how they should look. I'm gonna go ahead and clone this now, and that's perfect. Select these and put the transparency to 100%. And now we're gonna go ahead and keep cloning it until we have a full line on the top. And after we've done that, now we're gonna go ahead and go to one of the sides. We're gonna select them with our screwdriver like this and anchor off. We're gonna wait for it to stop. I needed to remove the rust blocks because they were making some imbalance between it. Now we can delete these, reselect these tracks, and anchor them. And we're gonna go ahead and select these top treads, clone them to the bottom, and make sure it connects with this one. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the other side. This is the trickiest part of making tank tracks in this game. Save and reload, and let's actually test them out. We're gonna go ahead and unanchor all of these tank tracks, and there we go. That's not so bad. But as you guys can see, there's a lot of lag. Let's actually delete these so the lag gets a bit better. Let's try to activate these pistons. And yeah, that's actually really smooth. Now we actually want to have 2 sets of wheels. One set is for the turning, and one is to actually move the wheels. Then I'm gonna go ahead and place a driver's seat in the middle over here. And we need something that makes sure that this track doesn't go off of the wheels. I think I'm gonna go ahead and place a block right over here in the wheel, then scale it out by a little bit. This spring just only makes sure that the track doesn't go off of the wheels. And we're gonna do the same thing to the other side so it stays balanced. Now we're gonna go ahead and place a suspension here and connect it to this one, and do the same thing to the end, like this. And let's do the same thing on the other side. And there we go. Now let's select all of these with the hinges, put the damping to 0, stiffness to 0, minimum length to 0. Put the max length to 1000, that will set it to 51. Now turn collisions off and put transparency to 100%. And for the moment of truth, let's try this out. So, okay, what, I'm so excited, dude. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Let's see. Yeah, oh my god. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Bro, that's actually working. No way. Okay, so we have some technical difficulties. Maybe it's the torque of the wheels. Let me actually increase the torque. Oh my god. That's actually really good. But for some reason, this tank, the track is actually moving right and left. Maybe we need to place a bit more springs. But other than that, this is a very good step forwards. After thinking for a while, I actually don't think we need that much springs. We only need 2. So I'm gonna only keep 1 block in the middle over here. Maybe that makes it a bit more stable. Let's try this one more time. We have some technical difficulties. I really don't know why. Yeah, the springs are actually making things go crazy. Maybe I made them too tall. Let's try 30. Well, hey, it's moving. You know, we can fix this later on. Let's continue. And guys, after a lot of pain, I actually got it to work. So yeah, the problem was with the springs mechanism. I just tweaked it a bit and it's finally working and it's perfect. So we're gonna select all of these, turn collisions off, and transparency to 100%. Now select these rust blocks, then turn transparency to 100%, like this. Now we're gonna go ahead and copy all of this to the other side. I'm gonna place a block over here, like this, select all of these, select this block, and then click mirror. Easy. And guys, let's try it for the first time. Nice. Sit in the seat. E. Yes, 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 yes. Nice. 3, 2, 1, go. Bro. Yeah, the other wheels aren't binded. So let's fix it real quick. I'm actually gonna use the inner wheels for steering. So I'm gonna bind them with different keys. These wheels are gonna be activated when I click D, which is right, and backwards when I click A, which is left. I think I did that the opposite way. Do the same thing on the other side, but the opposite now. Forwards on A and backwards on D. Now select these outer wheels and bind them with W and S, which is front and back. And I think we're ready to test it out. By the way, make sure you join our Discord server where we can talk, chat, and even have a chance to be in future videos. The link is in the description. On anchor, E, activate all the pistons, extend the tracks. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh yes. That's sick, man. The steering is actually the opposite. So I'm gonna select these wheels and turn reverse spin on. That's perfect. That's perfect. And I think the last step we have to do is just get the torque up by a little bit. Like this maybe. Nice. That's actually really good. And it's quite controllable. Let's try to climb this. Oh man, yes. That's so cool. Let me color this really quick like that. I think we need a bit more torque. Oh my god. This is so satisfying and it's actually a really smooth ride. What? No. Oh my god. This is a normal technical difficulty, so don't worry about it. Now tell me down in the comments below, what should we be building next?